you will eradicate your slice forever. Hey golfers, and welcome back to the channel, and more specifically 5-minute tips. This is where we dive into golf's most common problems, why they're caused and how we stop them. Today we're looking at probably the most common of all the problems I see amongst golfers, the slice. First of all, we need to find out what causes the slice. Once we know the cause of the slice, we can then start to work out how we're going to fix it. The slice comes down to two main problems. So as much as you will see on YouTube or online, cure your slice in seconds, it cannot be done. But what we can do is we can reduce it in seconds. When it comes to curing a slice completely, we have to solve both of the problems. The first one is a really easy fix. The second one is much more difficult. Let's have a look. So we're going to look at the first problem, and the first problem is club face. When we deliver that club to the ball, the club face is open, and therefore it creates more loft and more spin. The most common fault that you will find is the grip itself. That's what connects us to the golf club. If that grip is too weak, so for a right-handed golfer, if your hands have spun too far round to the left-hand side, then it means we have a weak grip. We have to be able to see two knuckles on that left hand. That means the left hand sits on top of the club, and then the right hand comes on in this position, and the right hand sits more underneath the club. Because the grip is the most common fault in golf, just by checking this grip, we can start to get control of the club face through impact. We're going to reduce that slice straight off the bat, and that's what we want to do first of all. We have to get control of that club face, and the easiest way to do that is to check the grip. The second part of this issue now is what's called the path. So it's the swing path. It's how we actually deliver that club to the golf ball. So as you can see, what I've done here is I've placed an alignment stick on the mat to give you a visual. And this is what's called our ball to target line. This is a straight line directly from our ball to our target in the distance. If I'm a right-handed golfer and I'm stood on this side, then anything on this side of that line is inside, and anything on that side of the line is outside. So with a slice, generally what happens is we get the club delivered from outside the line to inside the line, and we cut across the golf ball in this motion. So as we deliver this club from outside to in, it means we cut across the golf ball and we create side spin, which sends the ball off to the right hand side. Now generally what you see when people slice the golf ball is the ball will actually start left of the ball to target line, because we're attacking it from out to in, so we're cutting across that golf ball. So the greater force is sending the golf ball left. But then with that open club face and with that path, it creates so much side spin, the ball ends up spinning past the ball to target line and ends up way right of our target if we're a right-handed golfer. So how do we fix this path? This is the most difficult part. And this is the part that if you work on this for 3 to 6 months, you will eradicate your slice forever. But you have to be committed. You have to make sure that you do these drills at least 3 times a week to completely get rid of that slice. So I'm going to show you 2 drills to help you change this swing path over a period of time. One is going to be with the golf club and one is going to be without the golf club. And the reason that I like to do one with the golf club and one without the golf club is because we can practice this on the driving range, but we can also practice this at home. So the first drill we're going to do is without a club, and it's really simple. All you're going to do is you're going to take your address position, you're going to mimic that you've got a golf club in your hand, and you're going to count to 4. And you're going to go 1, take your lead hand away from the grip and place it underneath your armpit. That's 2. You're going to squeeze in the elbow and your trail arm and trap in that lead hand under your armpit. That's 3. And then 4 is a rotation through to impact. So it will look like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And what this does is it's training your trail arm to get narrower and tighter into the body as we rotate through to the golf ball. Because with a slice, what happens is that trail arm tends to push away from the body. So if we can train that to be tighter into the body, it means we can get this path looking more like this with a golf club in your hand. And number 2 is really easy, and you can take this to the driving range. Just need a couple of rubber tees at the range. When you're hitting golf shots, you're going to put your ball about 1 inch to 1.5 inches in front of one of the tees. And then you're going to put another tee about 1 inch to 1.5 inches in front of the golf ball. So in effect, we've got a diagonal gate, but our target line is that way. Your setup position will look something like this. And then from there, all you're going to do is hit shots with that gate in place. And what this does is it will help the feeling of swinging the club from in to out as opposed from out to in. If you use this drill with the first drill and you combine the two, over a period of time, what we do is we change the muscle memory, and it's the muscle memory that we have to change to eradicate that slice. Now, if these golf drills don't work for you specifically, then I've got loads of anti-slice golf drills on my channel. So make sure to subscribe, because you'll see loads of different ones that you can try on there. All of them are geared up to help change this path, 1, and 2, help with club face control. So there you have it. That is how you're going to get rid of this slice. 1, really easy. We start to control that club face. Once you've got control of that club face more, then it's time to tackle the club path. And we know it's going to take a little bit more effort and a bit more time. But if you're serious about getting rid of that slice, you're going to need to work hard for 3 to 6 months. And all of a sudden, your slice is going to be gone. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next 5-minute tips video.